Hello, everybody. It has been a minute. I don't know why my mic was lowered. There we go. Let's give that a shot. How does that sound, everybody? Just right. A little too quiet. Too loud on any front. Well, I suppose I should wait for people to get into the stream in general. It's been a while. Hi, fish. Let's see. There's 433 people with, thank you, Explore me for following. There's 433 people with the stream ping now in the Legend Hub Discord, so surely some of those 433 will turn up. I mean, I know your username. I know that Cracker Tower is one of the names that you go by. Anyways, I'm sure you guys don't need an introduction to this game, considering it has been my main focus as of the past almost 2 months now. That's fun. Now, normally I would not stream like this. Not Founding Stones or any of my main projects, just because usually I like to keep a bit of mysticism on my updates. But it's been a while. I already have 2 VODs on the channel, so I might as well, you know? I suppose I'll first just wait and see if anybody turns up for a second. Because, I mean, if nobody turns up, I'm not going to stream, because I mean, as much as I would love to just stream, I have other things that I need to do today as well, and so if nobody shows up, then I'll just cancel the stream and not plan my streams for, you know, the time that I am. At least not this early. I don't normally stream this early in the day, 10:34 a.m. Not typically how I handle things, but I'm busy and I'm also tired. Welcome, Brooke, to the stream. Is that a bot? I think that's a bot. Oh no, never mind. I just can't search for people while streaming mode is on. Maybe you're not a bot, but maybe you are. I don't know. Account created 6 minutes ago. I'm gonna delete that message. Oh wait, I guess I can't delete specific messages. I thought I could. Hang on. Isn't there like a moderator view? Give me a second, y'all. I haven't streamed in a while, so... Shield mode? No, I don't care about that. I want to see... I genuinely have forgotten how to toggle mod. The mod panel. Well, whatever. Yeah, I'm gonna ban them, just in case. Because that's a little bit suspicious. Alright, anybody else here up in the stream? I see that it says we have 7 viewers, but also my channel just kind of lingers around that amount anyways. Because of like idle bots, I think. I don't really know why, but... Bob is here? Is Bob here? The only usernames it shows me... Well, okay, apparently it doesn't show me on the main panel, which is kind of stupid. But on my Streamlabs, it shows you, It's Miniko, Explore Me, Stream Elements, which is what I use for some of this stuff up here, And Warobay. How even is Twitch streaming Roblox Studio specifically on Twitch? I haven't streamed in a while. Let's see. Are we not in a category right now? Why are we not here? There's only 3 people in this category, or 4 people. And I guess we aren't one of them for some reason. You guys do see a Roblox Studio category, right? Okay, no, it's here on this screen, but not on the other one for some reason. Weird. Okay, well, anyways. Oh, that's W place, don't mind that. I've been going around Alabama and painting random stuff because I've been bored a lot. Okay, well, I guess while we wait, I can try and start figuring out what I'm wanting to do. Here, let me get a part going. Okay, so the original intent of this stream was to create replacement animal models because these models kind of suck. Thank you, Spore Me, for the 5 bits. Yeah, these models kind of suck. But the thing is that I don't really know how I want them to look, like the new models. So that's an issue. Are you just gonna keep doing that? Hi, Bob. So yeah, I need to figure out how to make a deer. What do deer look like? Here, let me put that away. Deer. I've looked up deer before, apparently. Okay, so deer are pretty thin legs, big middle body. Not even the moderators are safe from what's it called? From okay, can you chill with the 5, please? Like, I mean, I'm grateful, but like, please don't make me increase the like minimum count to show up on the stream. I really don't want to do that. Thank you, Bob, for subscribing. Okay, so the question is, how, like, tall should the deer be, I guess? Because, like, I can't picture it being huge. It's like, I don't know. Maybe just like a... Well, are deer... No, deer aren't taller than humans, right? Moose are. Moose are gigantic, but... this is the stream boss. Basically doing things like donating bits or subscribing or following deals damage to it. And if you kill the last one, you become the new one. So now you're the stream boss up there. Okay, let's work on the torso first, I guess. Can do a torso that's like 2 studs by maybe like 7. Thank you, Spoil Me, for the 200 bits. Hello, HCRI. Welcome to the stream. All the new people here, I guess, are going to find out real quick that I'm not a very high-energy streamer, unfortunately. I'm just not that type of person, alas. Just using up all your bit. I asked them to stop doing the five spamming because I really didn't want to have to find out how to increase the minimum count on that thing. But thank you for the bits, Splormy. Okay, so the front legs aren't all that crazy, bro. Hello, Iron Chef. Welcome to the stream. So the front leg, or the top of the leg, is a little bit thicker than the bottom. Alright, bye, Swarmy. I sound different? What do you mean I sound different? Regal sounding it. Okay, I'm kind of tired, so that's why I'm not, like, being super talkative right now. And then there's the bottom of the foot. My god. Okay. Thank you for the 5 gifted subs for me. Jesus. Dude, that's... Okay, that's like $10. Fun. Actually, probably more like 15. Damn. Thank you, Spormy. Thank you. I'm sorry for getting on to you. Didn't force to stream again. Okay, listen, I want to stream, but like, there wasn't enough of a reason for me to, because I wasn't all that big of a streamer. Oh yeah, okay. 23 for you, more like 10 to 15 for me, because I get about half of it, give or take, a little bit, so... I was saying in, like, regards to how much I get from that. Okay, so... Yeah, I think I might be cooked here. This looks so shit. Don't check my... Did you go to my fucking Cash App? Okay, I don't think there's gonna be any announcements for like a Cash App donation, but did you just fucking donate to... Okay, I didn't get a notification if you did. I forgot that I had it linked down there. Okay, yeah, I don't. Jesus. God, yeah, you made me forget that I had a Cash App. I'm stealing it. No, don't. No, I need this. I need it, please. Let me quit my job. Okay. God, this looks so terrible. Oh my god. No, you don't use Cash App. That's why I said not to check. Okay, yeah. I figured something like that. Am I No, I'm not. I'm really not. I don't like this. I mean, maybe I should, like, trust the process, but I don't like it. I don't like it right now. Alright, let's work on the neck here. The deer, like, skinnier? Man, that is just one of your favorite words this season, isn't it? There. Let's give it a slightly wider face. This thing looks so stupid. Maybe I should make it slightly Alright, and then we'll give it a little nose. Like that. What if I give it just really stupid eyes on the side? Give the cow some Ozempic, that's basically a deer. You see the vision, don't they? Yeah, because, like, I mean, they give a pretty decent bit of, what's it called? Alright, here. Let's put those off to the side. This looks so stupid. It's so fucking stupid. Thank you. Oh my god, 3 months in advance? Okay, thank you, Spore Me. You're just... Ooh, you blowing that paycheck, huh? Alright. Let's give him a little... Let's give it a little dough. Tail. Just a little tail. Nothing too much. 2 cents a minute. It looks so stupid, dude. It's so stupid. Now, granted, I mean, let's be real. These over here are not any better. These are not any better to any degree. But oh my god, it looks so stupid. Alright, let me... Jesus, let me get through this, I guess. If I have to. Oh, they have ears too, right? Yeah, let me do those, I guess. Okay, I want you to also keep in mind this is going to be basically the T-pose equivalent model. So, like, it is going to have to look a little derpy because it's going to be, like, really stiff-shaped. Once the T-pose is made, then we can start, like, animating it and stuff. But I'm not holding much hope, if I'm being honest. It looks so stupid. I envy how hopeful you are. Well, if this doesn't work out, then essentially I might just keep the animals the way they are, looking real stupid. Maybe I'll, like, change their body proportions a little bit. But, yeah, we'll see. Let's do, like, 15 on each, I guess. I'm having to try and keep it mostly symmetrical, so that's what I'm trying to do right now. Another 15 after moving back one. Because I can't clone the rotations and everything and make it look real good. I mean, the antlers is kind of required, you know? That's kind of what makes them a deer. I mean, not really, but you know what I mean. Okay. Let's size them up to 1. And then we'll put 2. 15, and then 1. 2, 15, and then 1. Or was it 1 the other way? There's 1 the other way. How did I do this? Okay, it was 15 that way, and then 5 like that? Yeah. Okay, so instead of that, it's going 15 back. Why did I put it front like that? Okay, whatever. I don't care. Alright, bye, Iron Chef. Hello, it's Minico. Welcome to the stream. And no, it's not a D. It's a D. It's a D. It's a deer. Alright. Let's put these up to 1. It's so stupid looking. God. You know what? Maybe I'll just put these up to 1 as well. There. Real simple antlers. I don't care. Model these. Okay, maybe don't model them. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I rotated them forward, moved them back 3, and then over. So rotate them forward 5, back 3, over 3. Is that too far back? They're kind of not going out. So let's instead rotate them outwards. 1, 2, 3. And then down 2. Outward 3. Down 2. Left 2. Right 2. Back 1, and then over 1 more. Back 1. Over 1. Fuck, where did I mess up? I messed up somewhere. No! I messed up somewhere, but I don't know where. Okay, it was right here. I messed up somewhere. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so for some reason it's now desynced and is no longer properly rotating. Isn't that fun? I earned a hype chest? What does this mean? A gift for you emote. Huh. Imagine you can possibly use that shows up in your Discord profile when you stream on Twitch. I thought I did that. I rotated it 4, did I? Oh, I guess I did. Whoops. I got a friend from someone. Who is this? Oh, they're from Sky. Oh, I bet you this is somebody from W Place. Okay, well, I'm gonna hold on for that. I'll hold on to that since I'm streaming right now. They're in the Sky Discord, so I'm assuming it's because I did put a heart next to a Sky art piece on that. So I think maybe it's them. I don't know. I would do that, but like, even though I'm not drawing in cities that I am in, or at least not in anymore, I don't want to take the chance of somehow potentially doxing myself, so sorry gang, not streaming that today. Okay, well now where's the problem? Did I just not go far? Well now where's the problem? Why are you still desynced? 1, 2. 1, 2. I'm about to give up, bro. Why is that one going that like that? Should I do a poll? I love that the music cut out the second I said that. Should I do a poll on if I should throw in the towel on this? I'm so happy that the that the music cut out right there. That is amazing. Okay, so this is meant to be a deer. This is meant to be a remodel of the deer, and it's just not going well. That needs to be more coned shape. So maybe if I gave it a bit of a taller snoot. Okay, here. Maybe I'll just let those be there, and then I'll grab these, and you know what? We're gonna turn off local control. Why? Oh my god, I'm so stupid. Why did I not just turn off local controls? Obviously. That's the easiest way to do it. Yeah. Dumbass. Move that one over 1. Move these over 2. Get them all nice and comfy. Yeah. Dumbass. There we go. It's so stupid, dude. It's so stupid. The legs are also just really tiny. I'm so sure you sound different. What sounds different about me? I mean, maybe COVID did something to me. I don't know, man. Thank you, It's Medico, for following. Okay, yeah, the leg is just really stubby. Okay, so is the deer just going to be taller than the player now? Is that going to be how this is? Let's see. So that chunk of a deer isn't actually all that tall. So something like that might work. All right, maybe we're cooking. Maybe we're cooking. Let me get this back here. Now here's the difficult part, the butt. Because this has to look decent, or it's not going to cook. So let's increase the back size of that a little bit. Okay. Okay, now here's the other problem. Why is the platform red? I don't know, I just decided to make it red because it stood out a lot. Now here's the problem. So the this is so bad, dude. Front leg is too small, you think? The problem is also animating this. Yeah, I know it needs to be rotated, but this is the T-pose model, so. Okay, there is a slight desync in the height here. Let me move that down one. Yeah, I mean, it was meant to kind of encapsulate this whole area here. Including, like, this big old... whatever this is. But the problem is that this only has 2 joints. This kind of has 3. This upper portion here, this jutting back, and then the forward again. So it looks a little weird. Maybe if I, like, downsize this a little bit and then give it, like, a slightly... Okay, but here is the thing. Move the lower leg back. Back? Oh, it was in, like, back here? Well, it's kind of on the front, isn't it? Like, the angle follows the front there, not the back, really. I don't know. But yeah, okay, so here's the problem, once again. Animating this might just kill me, thinking about it. Because, like, this has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 limbs, if you count the head and the torso. All in all, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 joints. This is going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Double by 2, that's 12. 13, 14, 15. And then up to 17 if you count the ears. Now, granted, I don't think the ears would be something that I would actually, like, mess with. But there's still the problem there. So, I don't know. And this is the fact that we also haven't even gotten, what's it called? We haven't even done the other two yet. Malin, no, I'm not dealing with all of that. So here, let me grab all this. Grab everything except for the eyes. Give it a basic brown color. And then also grab this stuff and make it like a bone color. It kind of looks like a dog. It really kind of does. Alright, so we are going to take a screenshot of this, and we are going to do a poll. He's gonna start barking at me. Poll ping. Hi guys, FS poll. Okay, so we're cooking on stream right now, and this is a tentative deer model replacement for the deer animal. Should we keep? The problems are this looks a little goofy, IMO, and would probably be hell to animate. So here is my question. Commit. Also, thank you. Gumball is a temp for gifting a sub. Commit to the animal remodel or throw in towel and keep the goofy animals and just make new animals look better. Animals slash monsters slash etc. 1. Keep goofy current models. 2. Commit to the change. Okay. We'll let that poll run for a second before I... Okay, shit. Well, now those are backwards. Ugh, I hate when that happens. Give me a second. Okay, I'm gonna remove y'all's reactions with one because Discord has a thing right now. Oh, right, yeah. Here for reference. There. Yeah, I forgot to post the photo. Alright, so we'll let that run for a second. Thank you, bro, the loops, for following. Okay, so here's the thing. I feel like the what's it called? The Discord is going to be really divided into two clans. There are going to be people who really like the goofy ass models and want me to keep those, and then there's going to be the people who actually want me to make the game better, and they're gonna want me to commit with the new models. Now I don't know which one will be which yet. I wonder how many times Legend falls into the uncanny valley. More often than I would like to admit, probably. So let's see. The poll is quite starkly on commit to the change. Isn't that fun? Why would anyone keep the goofy ass animals? Okay, but these look... Just zoom in on the fucking nose. Oh my god, I'm so stupid. Okay, I feel like this is gonna need, like... the hooves. But I don't exactly know how I want to make those look. I guess we'll just do it as, like... This could be the hoof. something like this. And just make it like black, like that. Because, I mean, I could do 2 per, but that would be really annoying. Here. Will this change the hitboxes? Yeah, I mean, it's going to be a remodel. Okay, what do we think about this, gang? Good enough? These kind of jut out at the moment, but that's fine. Here, let me maybe pose it. Let me pose it for you guys to give you a reference. So we're going to group that one together. God, it's so much... There's so much shit here. I grabbed the tail by accident. Okay. Maybe get like a bit of a running pose in or something. The problem is that it looks like its fucking legs are broken. Now, why does it look like the legs are broken? I think it might be because that needs to look more like it's jutting forward or backward, I guess. Or is it? Yeah, it's backward. So like this? And then move that back some. Okay, maybe we can make the rotation work. By rotation, I mean rotating this back. Okay, I don't know how to pose animals. Give these like a bit of a rotation. I do think the head is also a good portion of it, like once I get this more equalized, or equaled out like that. Okay, do you guys see the vision, at least? Oh, someone did ads. Okay, let's do ads real quick. Never mind, I literally can't do ads because I apparently recently ran one, so we're good. Head probably needs to be smaller, you think? I thought the head was fine, honestly. Doing that as soon as I can, then. Okay, but yeah, do you guys see the vision at least? Do you think I should commit to this? Like actually rigging and modeling this? Yeah, the thing is that I did when I animated the base one here, and it looked terrible. I already don't animate R15. Me trying to animate basically the deer equivalent of R15, that's gonna kill me. Yeah, I mean, that model is terrible. Oh, I just realized I'm gonna have to animate a dying animation for this. I'm dying. Bro. Just boom. Dead. Disappears. Okay, I think I'm gonna commit to this because I'm not... Okay, now that I've given it a minute, I don't quite hate it as much anymore. So I think I am going to commit to this. I just first need to rotate specifically... Thank you, Voltigern, for follow. I'm gonna rotate these back a little bit because I feel like that'll help with the feeling. Now the problem... The deer explode. The problem is that I've not really ever rigged custom models like this before with multiple parts in one limb. Fucked up looking dog. Hey, fuck you, man. So the only thing I can really think to do... Thank you, Frive Le France, for following. The only thing I can think to do right now is... I don't know. I'm trying to think so hard right now.
Bruh.
Am I gonna have to, like, weld it? I don't know. I don't know how these people do this. I'm not a monster modeler. I've never rigged a model for animating before. Not anything, like, crazy, though, at least. Let me just put a toolbox monster. Okay, I've turned it down. I've turned down the Baba Booey. It is no longer nearly as loud. Gonna be dying sounds. God. I'm regretting doing this stream. I should have just kept the stupid models. The other problem is Z-clipping, because I know that these are the same width, so I know that they're gonna Z-clip if I leave it like that. Okay, idea. Here, let's make things way easier for myself and just union these. That would make things way easier, wouldn't it? Just union, union, union. No, I don't think I can union these because then they won't look they won't look right. The lower one slightly smaller? Or? Union. Well, the deer are, yeah. The thing is that I don't need each of these parts to be moving on their own. Like the head I can just have as its own thing, but I don't know how to do that. So you know what? We're pulling up YouTube. Give me a second. Let's see. Roblox rigging models for animation. Okay, this is promising looking. That's inverse kinematics, which is really cool, and I need to learn that, but not what I need right now. Alright, let's speedrun Mr. Gnome Code right here. From 4 years ago. I figured the deer would probably be one of the hardest, so I figured I would go ahead and get it out the way.
Believe it or not, baby. At University of... Hello, my fellow gnomes, and welcome to this guide on making... I'm going to create a humanoid we need to do here. We need to add in something called a...
Okay, I'm muting
head.
the music temporarily.
We'll name this part, which is our head. We'll name this head. And we also need to have a torso. So we'll name this part... we'll name this upper torso. Mate later on, because I'm going to want to create a walk animation. We just have like a right and his teeth.
Okay, right. Everything needs to have its own unique animation, I believe. Is he making the teeth riggable?
As it happens, although for yours and now something we also might want to change is we notice these little dots. Now these dots represent where the joint is going to be. Now at the moment you can see I can actually exit out of the plugin. So if it's above the editor, this at this point in the timeline I want it to rotate like this animation for now. Now we can stop this, and seeing as it's a walking animation, want to set an animation priority. So go down, animation priority, upper torso to the head.
Okay, yeah, there also needs to be a root part. I forgot about that. Let me duplicate this, separate it. Grab that one, get rid of it. Drag this over, turn it to 1. Okay, so we have this thing. Now let's do some stuff. Most recent past life episode. I had it open, but I've been binge watching this other... Wait, where did you see that? I've been binge watching this other series. Give me a second. I've been binge watching About Oliver's Supercuts. Okay, so I believe in order for me to do everything, this needs to be the humanoid root part. This is going to be the neck. You know what? I will just union these together. In fact, the ears, I'm also just going to union. We'll do like 30 on each, I guess. Thank you, Astra, for following. Up 2 over 1. Okay, that's a bit much, I think. Maybe just like up 10. 1, 2. 1, 2. The front angle is so stupid. Past life. Oh, gotcha. Okay, so we'll union all of those together. And this will be the head. Now we have this union, which is the back, upper left, no, upper right leg, upper left leg. And though it's cursed, I think we are going to end up referring to the hind legs, or no, the forelegs, as arms. We'll see, though. Tail. Okay, no, actually, I don't think we need to keep specific, like, Roblox lingo. Left hind leg. Right hind leg. Now, there is the problem of the hooves, which are barely hooves. I don't know how I want to handle those, really. Okay. Uh... Hmm. Oh, sorry. Music is still muted. There we go. Okay. Deer with arms. You're getting into skinwalker territory. The hooves are... Yeah, exactly. They serve the purpose. Okay. I might just be able to weld constraint these together. Maybe. Just perhaps. Okay, let's turn off can collide on these. I'm gonna have to do a lot of adjustment on the can collides. Okay, and so we have the lower left hind leg. I don't know if I want to deal with the foot or with the feet. I'm not gonna lie. So I'm gonna union these together, and we're gonna have lower left hind leg. Union lower right hind leg. Lower left, left front leg. Lower right front leg. Upper right front leg. Upper left front leg. Yep, okay. Next up is, I guess, just these. Eyes. Nose. And then these, which, yeah, we can just union all these together. Right antler. Left antler. Now, I know this is going to piss some people off, but I don't care. Okay, so we're actually only going to keep the humanoid root part. Can collide on. Okay. And I wrote antlers. Or I said did I say hooves or something by accident? Okay, now all we need to do is weld that there, this there, this there, that there, this there, that there, this here, that there, and that there. Oh, okay. Now, with all of that done, I think here is the point in which we model everything together. Name it deer. Put the primary part as the humanoid root part. What else do I need? Stats? Sure. Humanoid? Yeah, we need it. Humanoid description? Guh. Okay, whatever. I don't care. Yeah, okay, I don't care. Add blinking? What, do you want me to just... Boop, gone. And then back. That would be funny. Let me get rid of the humanoid description. I don't think I need that. What I will need is... the height. Because right now, these are some big deer. What do we think, gang? I don't think deer are that big, right? Versus human. Yeah, no, deer are pretty tiny, comparatively. So, in order to fix that, we can always scale it down a bit to, like, right there. What do we think, y'all? I think that's good. Deer drops and make them dash away at the sight of you. You get within 50 studs, they immediately flee. You cannot kill them. They're standing on their hind legs. Okay, and now I'm going to actually ungroup it and then regroup it. So that way the scale goes back to 1, so that way it doesn't behave weirdly. So we're going to name this deer again, put the primary part back to there. I should have kept the original scale, because the thing that sucks right now is that now all of these are really weird sizes. Like 1.064. And I hate that, but there's not much I can do about it, so it's whatever. Okay, now I need to roughly get a idea of how low the ground is compared to this. So that is about 2.6 studs. Okay. So now I need to go to the humanoid. The hip height. Hip height, hip height, hip height, hip height, hip height. Where is the hip height? Hip height. 2.6. And hopefully that'll work. Alright. Now. There's like a billion plugins for this, I believe. I hate when it does that. Easy weld. Cleaner model. Model to deer. Base part. Parts. Animatable? Yes. Alright, now we do... let me close out all of these. My god. Alright, so... we are going to do from humanoid root part to torso. Join in place. And that creates that. Now, if I go from torso to, say, upper left hind leg, join in place. And then say torso to upper right hind leg, join in place. Okay, so theoretically, those should be good. However, if I open up Moon Animator with this fucking thing. Okay, so I have the torso, which I can animate, which I can do. This is the problem. The rotations are not exactly how I would like them to be. But they are working, technically. So let's focus instead on doing the rest of the leg as well. So we'll do easy weld, animatable, go to upper left hind leg to lower left hind leg, join in place, and upper right hind leg to lower right hind leg. Okay. Now, if we open up Moon Animator here, select the deer. Hello, new gamer. Welcome to the stream, and thank you for following. Now, here's the problem. The hooves do actually stay on, which is nice, but the thing itself doesn't actually do it how I want it to do it. And so that's what we need to figure out, is how to change that. Now, I think we can use... Nope, not that. Okay, so that's inserting rigs. Wait, look at the little mini deer down here. Avatar settings? No. Okay, so I'm pretty sure there was a plugin for this, but I don't think I have it anymore. Character inserter? No. Easy weld? No. And it's not Moon Animator. What are my plugins? I haven't... Okay, that's the wrong thing. I haven't looked at this in forever. Behavior trees? I don't use those. Load character? Wow, I don't have that many plugins. Okay. Do I ever fall into the uncanny valley? Occasionally. Where's the ad break? Let me see. Can I do any? I can. There you go. 3 minutes. Have fun with that. Replace the sheep with goats and make them drop their horns for playable war horns. I wouldn't replace it, but... L ad break. I know you gotta rig it properly with joints or inverse kinematics. I got the plugin. Yeah, I'm not using IK for these, because that would probably be way too intensive on something as random as this. Plus, I've never done it before, so... Alright, so let's go to torso and tail. Join those in place. I'm gonna first focus on just making it all actually there, and then we can make things good. Upper left front leg, upper right front leg, and then we can do upper right to lower right, upper left to lower left, torso to neck, join in place, neck to head. No, not antler. What? Neck to head. Okay. So all the ones that don't have anything should be the ends. The head doesn't go anywhere else. The antlers are attached via weld constraint. These are all the end of theirs, attached with the hooves. The tail is the end there. Alright, so theoretically, everything in this should be animatable. Rotate. Okay. But the problem is still the lining up of the limbs. Okay, well, I'm learning here at least. I actually didn't know that you could use weld constraints and it would still work. That was the thing I was worried about, was that the weld constraints would not work. Now, I used more unions than I would have liked, and I probably could have gotten away with just, like, linking these two together via weld constraint, using this one as the main one, and then using the joint editor to just move the joints off the parts, which might be what I do in the future, but I don't think unions are too bad anyhow when they're this simple. Okay, let me look through my messages real quick. Sorry, I got a random joke. Rig edit light. Okay, this isn't just the deer. This is just the baseline for all of the animals, because all of the animals are down here. And yes, it is just... Basically, I just changed the rotations of the existing Motor 6Ds to get it sitting like this. That's how I made them. That was the baseline, and then I copied that one a bunch, and then I added, like, the little horns here, the big antlers here, and the... What the fuck was that? Did y'all hear that sound effect? What was that? Do y'all know that sound effect? Because I don't. I have no idea what that was. Was that W place, maybe? That was W place, letting me know that I have maximum droplets. I want to work on my W place thing, but I'll hold off. I'll hold off so we can keep streaming. Okay. All right. Let me check out this link here. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So I think I actually have to get the plugin in Studio though. So let's go here. Really? Whatever. Rig edit. Yeah. So there's plus and then. Oh, this is by Archmage. Wow, okay. I was not expecting it to be a name that I knew. A free version. Okay, well, I don't have the money to do paid, so. Install. Give it here, gang. Alright, I've got it now. And yes, I know animating a horse sucks. I mean, I haven't done it, but like I know that's like the worst thing for a animator to try and do. Why is there a team for dead? Well, because you die sometimes. Why else? I can, Bozo. I I feel bad because I forgot your name on the server thing right now. Bacon King Knight, that's it. You are still a mod, yes? I mean, I didn't remove it from you, so you should be. Or at least I don't think I did. Can you warn and mute this Mushroom Brother guy for spamming? And yeah, I get that comment a lot, Psycho. Wild West game got horses using procedural animations. Inverse kin. Oof. Okay, Bob, I didn't even think you were still on the stream. I didn't think about it. Okay, so I have the edit rig now. Ah ha 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 ha. So let's grab this. Okay, let me change the increments here. So this needs to be more up here-ish. This needs to be more up here-ish. Yeah, that's pretty good. Alright. Let's, that did save, yes? Yes. Let's test that out and see how that looks. So with this in mind... There we go, gang! Look at that! Yeah! Yeah! That's what I'm talking about! Raw! That's what we're looking for! That's what it's all about! Woo! I still don't know why it uses the scale look, but whatever. As long as it works, I don't care. Okay, those should be, like, identical now. Alright, let's work on these. These, I think I would like to have more, like, upwards like that. Yeah. And then these, obviously, will be upwards. Like that. Okay. Tail will be right at the base. Like that. Neck will be a bit further down. And honestly, it's kind of just fine there. And then this will be kind of like right there. Alright, I think that's everything. So now, when we mess with this thing, we should be able to do a more theoretical pose. Maybe with a bit of rotation. What do we think, gang? Yeah, I have no idea. This is me, like, estimating what it looks like. This is not actually, like, my take on what it looks like. Here, I'm gonna make it go sideways. The thing is that these legs are really tiny looking from the looks of it, actually. Like, deer have pretty tall legs, I think, if I'm right. Maybe not. Okay, I think I'm kind of wrong, but it still looks kind of goofy. Okay, but want to know the funnier thing? I can do this. You go to kill a deer and it does this. What you doing? Seconds before death. And then the funnier thing. I have to go to work. What did you say? Sorry, yep. This is my dev. This is how I develop. This is my dev process all the time. I am this much of a dumbass all the time. It does not look like it. Oh no! Why did you say that? No. Okay, never doing that. Gotcha. Okay, well, all in all, that is one of the three modeled and rigged and 100% done. Kind of. Yes, I am a solo dev. That's why I'm the one doing this. If I were not a solo dev, I would not be the one doing this, because fuck this. I would just be building and coding. But alas, here we are. Then again, I say this, but I also don't really care to find other developers, so... New player model? 1 in 100 chance to spawn as a upright deer. Okay, well, it only took us an hour and 15 minutes, but, ta-da! Let's see. Oh, what was that? Hang on. Thank you, HCRIS, for following. Do I want free rigging help? I mean, now that I have specifically rig edit. Thank you, Lauren, for following. Now that I have rig edit specifically, way easier, way easier. I was trying to rig something for Steam once upon a time, ages ago. No, it wasn't a monster. It was something else, but I'm not going to get any deeper in on what it was. I was trying to rig something, and it was such a headache because I couldn't position the things myself because I forgot that there were plugins to do that for me. Okay, Bozo, I don't know if good is the word there, but, you know, I mean, it works. It's whatever. Yeah, rig edit, it makes things so much easier. I'm like the full trifecta of developer now, because like I've had Moon Animator, which means I already had animating down, but now I've got rig edit, which means I can officially call myself a a monster or a rigger. No, that's a bad. No, nope. A monster modeler. That's a better term. Yeah. Um, that's why you should hire me for free and risk me deleting everything. Okay, if I were to add if I were to get a developer, I probably wouldn't even give them access to the main game. I'm not gonna lie. Going to be actual monsters or just animals? I've toyed with the idea of monsters, but I haven't. I won't confirm or deny anything yet because I don't want to disappoint anybody and I don't want to get their hopes up. Just against one. Yeah, I mean, it keeps the kind of goofy style while also actually looking at like it has effort put into it. So you know, welcome Sniper Killer Zone to the stream. You're a 1 month sub? Since when? When did that happen? It didn't tell me that you subbed. Or did you just get a did you just get a gift sub? Oh, you just got a gift. You're one of the 5 that Spore me gifted to. You, Tremor, Warobe, Seba, and its moniker. Okay. You've asked me that like 3 times now, Noob Gamer. But yes, I do hit Uncanny Valley sometimes. I'm going to get an anonymity system regarding names. Okay, well, first, welcome to the stream, but second, that's a very difficult thing to implement. I don't know if you know Deepwoken or Rogue Lineage, but Rogue Lineage, for instance, tried to do a light version of that, where they made it so that way their hood armor covered names, but that made it so that way exploiters could do things and people couldn't report it. And Deepwoken had the same problem of having a kind of stranger system, made it so that way you couldn't report exploiters. So unfortunately, probably not, because that would make things a pain to deal with exploiters, and we already have an exploiting problem as is. I was good at animating, you totally contribute. Eating loud chips and looking at it water. Fair enough. I've got Pringles over here, so I can't criticize chips. Okay, so I have this down. We have this down now. Now, I do need to make a cow and a sheep steel, but I might do those off camera, because like I said, we've already been going for 1 hour and 15 minutes here, and it's still summer, so I still have my fan off, and it's still way too hot in here. I thankfully haven't started sweating too badly, but this was kind of just meant to be a trial run stream, so I don't know if we're going to do any more development yet, for now. I may go off camera in a minute, or like, you know, I might end the stream in a bit, just to, just because, like, while I am overall kind of productive here, I also have to help my dad clean up the house a little bit and straighten things up a bit, and there's other things that I have to do today. So this wasn't designed to be a long stream in general, because I've got other stuff that I'm doing today. Shit, I forgot I had an energy drink that I was buying for this stream. I did not drink it for this stream. Whoops. Okay, well, that's fine. Yeah, I bought an ultra red monster because I started getting tired and I was like, I'm probably gonna need it. And then I just completely forgot that it was in my gas station bag, and so I just have a code red that I'm drinking right now instead. I mean, it works, damn. I mean, I guess I'm just gonna be using that later in the... Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna be using it later in the day because I've been up since, like, 11 o'clock last night. So I've been up for over 12 hours now. I love me my code reds. I know that gas station across the street hates to see me coming. Yeah, I'm not that good at coding anti-cheat, so unfortunately we're probably gonna have an exploiter problem just forever. A white ultra. Okay, hang on. This is what my voice has the impression of. What is it? Are you sending me a meme on Discord? I bet you are. What? What are you saying, Bob? What software am I streaming with? I am using Streamlabs. It won't let you reply. Oh, the dude from earlier. I know what you're talking about. Okay. Yeah. I get it. I get it. God. Yeah. Okay. So I am probably done developing for this stream because, like I said, I've got other things that I need to do today. So I've kind of just turned this into a bit of a talking portion. This is Founding Stones. In fact, we can even hop into the game real quick, maybe. Let's see, how many people are playing right now? Wow, we're up to... I love that audio. Wow, I wasn't expecting it to be at 60 already today. It's like barely noon. Okay. Hello, George Petula. Welcome to the stream. How are you? Will I add some hats or helmets to the FS? Yes, eventually. Okay, being honest, the only reason I haven't added any helmets is because I haven't wanted to 3D model them. That is the only reason there aren't any in-game right now. It's because I just have not felt like opening Blender. I'll add them eventually, don't worry. It's the only slot that doesn't have any armors on it, so I really need to. Red Ultra is my personal favorite alongside Ultra Rosa, but that's just because I really like cherry flavored stuff, so I'm not saying that bad. Okay, but the thing is that I just about threw in the towel making a simple bowler hat for... Well, okay, the original goal was that I was trying to make a top hat for Steam, and it turned out kind of bad. And so I ended up making it a bowler hat instead. And that alone made me want to quit Blender because it took so long and it looked so bad for so long. But anyways, for anyone who doesn't know, this is Founding Stones. Founding Stones is a civilization simulator, medieval fantasy based, where you can develop your own cities and your own layouts and stuff. So as you can see, all these buildings were hand-placed by the players, except for these few here. Then there are like upgrades to the buildings. There's this guy who yells, "Hear ye! Hear ye!" Every 15 minutes. I'm in the small server. Am I? Is this a small server? Dang. Yeah, just an example. There's different professions like cook or architect in here or smith here. You can get a bunch of items and armors and stuff that'll do different things. There's a clergy for magic and stuff. There's a dead body in here. And yeah. That's everything, pretty much. You can like found new cities and stuff. There's paths, yada yada. Which, fun fact, also by the way, I don't know if I just said this. I literally cannot remember. But the "hear ye" voice audio, that's me. I voiced that. If it wasn't obvious from hearing my voice now on stream. Yeah, so this is the game. So if you want to try it out, does it show up if you look up Founding Stones? It has 336 visits, or 336,000 visits now, so I would hope it would. Does it show up? #1, baby! So yeah, if you wanna play, you can just look up Founding Stones. It is popular enough that it actually shows up. What about Steam? Does Steam show up? Okay, Steam is #4. Not bad, not bad. I don't know why Steel is here. Steel a brain rot. But that's not too bad. #4 for such a generic name. Steam Age is first, and that makes sense. It has 21 million visits. So yeah, I'm not beating that anytime soon. Also, in reference to the voice lines and stuff, I mean, I have like $100 mic, and I also use Audacity and stuff because I would like to do voice acting as a side thing, like a side job of sorts. I don't think it'll ever be my main job, just because I didn't like spec into college or anything like that for voice acting or anything like that, so I don't really have the qualifications for it. But I do think I have a voice acting voice. Anyways, also, if you want to find my games, you can just go to my profile, Legend Epsilon, and you can see the wide assortment of games that I have here. Don't play this one because it's kind of just a testing game. In fact, I'm probably going to remove that off of my profile. I don't know why it's on my profile, actually. Let me remove that. So yeah. I mostly just get comments on how it's deeper than people expect, but yeah. Anywho, how long have I been developing games? Since 2016. Now I have been developing games since 2016, with my very first project being a game called Pokemon Epsilon, which was kind of designed to be a competitor to Pokemon Brick Bronze, except it didn't do good. There is a chance that it could be bugged, but I don't know if it would be or why. Because I own the audio, so I don't know. Have you guys heard the Hear Ye? I would hope so. Yeah, I mean, I've been on the platform since 2012, so okay, you do hear it. Yeah, I've been on the platform since 2012. Um, you think it's a player every time? Because I've been okay. 2016 wasn't when I very first, or wasn't when I started Pokemon Epsilon. That was my first major project, which was made like mid to late 2017. But before it released, Pokemon Brick Bronze got obliterated, so we canceled it. And so from that point out onward, I then did a few other random projects like Dungeon of Eden and then Awakening Stars and then Steam for a while, and now settling on Founding Stones until I get enough money to do things. Which also, I will go ahead and say, I will admit, part of the reason why I did this stream was to see if streaming would be profitable. I won't lie. I'm sorry. I'm doing the money hungry. But I need every avenue of income that I can get. So I will admit I did stream, and I did maybe specifically stream Founding Stones just to see if it would have a good reception. I can't guarantee that I will continue streaming right now. That might still have to wait. I was about to say, it might still have to wait a couple months, depending on how hot it gets again. Yeah, because, like, I mean, y'all, okay, maybe you can't really see because of my stuff up here. I have 7,000 Robux, and I get, like, right now, I think I am projected to consistently get around 30,000 Robux a month, but that only translates to about 100 to 150 bucks a month. And then at the rate I'm going, I'll probably get around $100 per month from both the Steam and Legend Hub Discords combined. And then if I get $50, or if I can get the minimum every month on Twitch, then that's another $50. But that's still only like 250 to 300 USD a month. A month. That is not even one paycheck at my job as a server. Now, of course, the best way to remedy that is to make Founding Stones a bigger game, so that way more people are in the Legend Hub Discord and more people get the server subscriptions, and with more people in the game, I'll get more money from that. But the other issue is that they axed premium payouts. So I'm not getting these levels of Robux anymore. I'm not getting these 3.6 thousands or this 2.6 thousand here or anything like this. I'm getting 450, 315, 260, 520. I've not gotten anything insane. So, yeah. I work as a server at the hotel, or at a hotel's breakfast buffet for $3 an hour. So, yeah. Anyways, with this done, this was actually a bit of a learning experience because it is circumventing minimum wage because of loophole laws. I don't know if those are legal in every state, but in my state at least, if a person gets a lot of tips, they can circumvent the minimum wage because of it. It's really stupid, but I can't quit my job yet because I promised people that I would not. So, I just need to suck it up and continue working on Founding Stones until it gets bigger, basically. Which, granted, once this update is out and the animals are remodeled, that's really kind of the last testing asset. That's the last testing asset that I'm going to have removed. Because, I mean, like, technically it wasn't a testing asset, but, like, it's a very low effort asset. So with the animals gone, and with the GUI having been reworked with the last update, this is basically the last thing that I need to replace that's kind of low quality. So hopefully, with the game being overall generally more unified and a higher quality, hopefully, I can do things again. Hey, there's the desert, by the way. I know some people have been wanting to see how the desert looks like without the fog. Here y'all go. This is y'all's reward. This is the desert, unfoggened. Okay, there we go. Okay. So I don't get $3 an hour, and that's it. I get tips as well. So like my paychecks are roughly 450 every 2 weeks, sometimes 500. And no, I'm not gonna do that anymore. So like I get enough to live, especially since I don't live on my own. I live with my dad and my sister at the moment. But you know, yeah. Anyways, I'm married. Can marry and get money. Most spaces you can get here. Okay, I do think that will be the end of the stream, though. I think that's just about everything. So thank you all for coming out. Now that I know how to rig models using weld constraints and the edit rig and the easy weld, making the rest of these shouldn't be that hard, right? Sure, totally. So I think this is the end of the stream for now. Like I said, can't guarantee I'll go back to streaming right away, just because it's very hot here. So we'll see. But anywho, thank you all for coming out. I am going to be a scumbag and run one last ad break. Thank you all for coming out. I'll see y'all later, and I'll try to not forget to post this VOD. Bye-bye, everybody.